What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I'm out here early morning downtown getting my 10,000 steps in. Go Lions, okay? That was an ugly win last night, but it was a win nonetheless. Lions are 12-1. Man, listen, if you a Detroiter, it's just crazy. It's surreal, man. Oh damn! Wait, hold on. We got the building behind me with Detroit on there. Man, I love my city, man. You see, I bought this particular hoodie because it had Detroit on the hood. In fact, I got two other ones. I got a Pistons one and I got a Tigers one, and they got Detroit on the hood as well. That's why I bought those. I got a Red Wings one because they didn't have a Red Wings one that just had Detroit on the hood. They had Detroit Red Wings, and I didn't want that. But now I've seen one that does. It's a black one. It's got the Wings logo on the back. And I'm thinking I might have to go ahead and grab that one. But Pro Standard is funny because they usually run a size too small. And when I bought this one, I actually got this one in a large, where normally Pro Standard I would have to get 2XL because they ran a size small. But this one was a large and it fit me fine. The XL was too big. So I'm gonna have to see if I can slide into a shop that sells it so I could try it on. Because when you buy directly from Fanatics and it don't fit and you gotta exchange it, they be on some BS. They be trying to keep some of your money for a restocking fee, and ain't nobody got time for that shit, man. I'm just trying to buy a damn hoodie. But shout out to y'all, my subs, new and old. Thanks for riding along with your boy Chris during this road to 5,000 subs. Slow motion is better than no motion. We got the Christmas lights out here. Y'all see, it's looking pretty festive, but downtown always looks pretty anyway. Like, even when they don't have all this going on, downtown Detroit just always looks amazing. You know what, I'm gonna step over this. But let's get into the topic at hand. Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, I'm not a fan of Dr. Umar. Step over this here. I'm not a fan of Dr. Umar whatsoever. A lot of the stuff that Dr. Umar says, I disagree with because I think that he is always critical of black men, which is fine to be critical of black men, to hold black men accountable, but he would never, ever hold sisters accountable for the stuff that they do. Basically, what black men do is black men's fault, and what black women do is somehow also black men's fault. He would act like women had no autonomy over their bodies. Like, if you're a 4-time baby mama, 4 kids by 4 different men, okay, you have 4 irresponsible men, but 4 different irresponsible men. You have one woman that is choosing to be irresponsible 4 times. How is there no accountability there? So, as I said, a lot of times I would just disagree with his takes because I just didn't believe that he ever held black women accountable. No matter what black women would do, no matter how bad they would end up, it was always somehow black men's fault, even though you out and about making decisions every day. How is it that a adult who makes decisions about their life every single day, they get to take credit when they make good decisions, but whenever there's bad choices in play, they get to pass the buck when it comes to that? There's a store out here, Born in Detroit. I've never bought anything here, but I just might. See, it's got that "What Up" though out there. That's, for those of you who don't know, man, that's us. That's Detroit. That "What Up" though. That's why I say that at the beginning of every video. That's us. That's how we talk in Detroit. But Dr. Umar, as long as he was pandering to sisters, saying all the goofy simp stuff that they wanted to hear, they absolutely loved him for it. They had no criticisms. And now he was on some podcast recently doing a bit of talking. And this is another thing with Dr. Umar. You know, it's a bit of flip-flop now. You know, he was saying all this stuff before, and now it's like he done changed up. Now, I guess people have the right to reserve, you know, they have the right, or they reserve the right anyway, to change their mind about something. But about this, I don't know why he would suddenly change his mind on. It's one thing when you have an opinion about something and then you find out additional information and you assess it, and now you've come to a different conclusion. But the stuff that he's talking about, he's known all of this stuff all along. So I don't know why the flip-flop all of a sudden, why now he wants to hold sisters accountable. But as long as he was pandering, they loved him. Now that he's starting to point the finger at them, like, you know, you actually are responsible for your outcomes, now they don't like him anymore. Now he is a misogynist. You know, now he hates women. I mean, this is a guy that one girl, I don't know if you guys remember that one girl who faked like she went missing, like she pulled on the side of a road because she saw a kid and she went missing or whatever. You know, that whole stupid situation. This is a guy who was like defending her actions, just no accountability whatsoever. That same guy, he's now a misogynist simply because he's telling black women that they're responsible for their actions. He compared black women to white women, and of course, if you are a black man and you do that, you instantly, it don't matter how much simping and pandering you did to them before, the moment you compare black women directly up against white women, you will become an enemy of black women. They cannot stand being compared, especially to white women, especially when you highlight white women successfully landing high profile quality black men. But in this case, he talking about just regular black men, and I think that might be why it's stinging so damn much, because not only are they missing out on the pro athletes, but now it's just regular dudes. It's like, yeah, I don't know about this. So where did this come from? Well, he was talking about on the platform that, you know, sisters are basically losing out to snow bunnies because they are not willing to work with a black man. They want a finished product. He's like, they will put a man's income, prioritize that over his masculinity. I'm paraphrasing some of this, but he also said to the effect of he'll be willing to help you raise the kids and nurture you, you know, all the things that you expect of man. But because he hasn't quite gotten the financial aspect worked out, not yet, not that he won't ever, but not yet, they will pass on him. I mean, where's the lie? He also said how black women will pass on a good man just simply because he hasn't quite got that part worked out yet. Where's the lie? We know that to be the case. Every sister that is in a bad situation right now, single with multiple kids, struggling, she has had, I'm telling you, she has had the opportunity for that not to be the case. All right, there has been a time where there was a genuine good guy that was trying to do right by her, and she didn't want him. She curved him because he was corny, just to go and have multiple kids with some Poogies and Tyrones. Like, really, many of them have already passed on the dude that they should have been with. You know, and in some of the cases, listen, y'all should have just stayed with y'all baby daddy instead of getting out here back on these streets now with multiple kids in tow and like 50 pounds heavier, now looking for the very type of man that you curved when you still had a thin waist, perky titties, and a firm booty. So, I mean, these are things that black men have been saying forever. And Dr. Umar, who is a black man himself, who was seeing this for himself, was still kind of downplaying and never minding it, all to now, today, he's suddenly repeating the very things that all the rest of us have been saying anyway. So what do you do, man? I think it's funny. I mean, I still don't mess with Dr. Umar at all. You know, you got the whole situation with the school. I don't know what's up with that. You know, if you know, you know. If you don't know, take a quick Google search. You know, bruh, that's school. It don't seem like that's ever gonna happen or whatever. So yeah, I really don't mess with Dr. Umar for a multitude of reasons. And I still don't mess with him now just because he just seemed like, I don't know, maybe he was losing a little bit of relevance and he wanted to like go viral, get back out there and go viral. So now this is the thing to talk about to you know, get some eyeballs his way. And it's working because, you know, you got people like me. I mean, I'm relatively invisible, but you got people like me talking about him, and you got other higher profile people talking about him. But if you got big and small people all across the board talking about you, then he has successfully gained some sort of relevance with doing this flip-flop, if you will. So, you know, remember I talked about this stuff not too long ago, but I was talking about with pro athletes. So not only do sisters pass on good men because they haven't got the financial aspect worked out. But it's dudes that do have the financial aspect worked out, and they're still losing them to, as he put it, the snow bunnies, because they don't want to compete. You know, when it comes to the pro athletes, we have been laughing for the last several years about how when the NFL draft is happening, that guy is sitting there and he's got a white girlfriend. Now, why is that the case? Dr. Umar said that white women will get with a black man based on potential. And then 5 years later, you see that finished product. But he's with her already because she was with him when he was broke. But they want to paint the narrative that he went and got a white woman after he became successful. No, he didn't go get a white woman when he became successful. That white woman seen that he had a trajectory for success and then went ahead and jumped on board, something that black women just seemingly can't see that aspect of it. They can't tell, or they're not willing to tell. The guy could be just a couple years away from becoming a multimillionaire. They want him to be a multimillionaire today. They will pass on him. Forget the fact that he's going to be a millionaire in 2 years. They will pass on him just to slide in his DMs on some hey big head stuff, some hey big head nonsense. 2 years later, when they start seeing his pictures on IG and stuff of him at Tulum and Cancun or Vegas, Orlando, wherever it is that he vacationing, posting those pictures beachside with the six-pack or whatever. Now they want to slide into his inbox talking about some hey big head stuff when they could have been there with him right now had they got on board. So they won't jump on the dude if he has potential. And in many cases, you know, when the guy is guaranteed, not just potential, the guy is guaranteed to be successful, like these pro athletes and these doctors and stuff. They're in school, you know that they are about to be highly successful, especially the pro athletes. And they expect the guy that is in a couple months about to sign a multi-million-dollar contract to still be chasing them. It don't work like that. Where the white girls, as I have seen, the white girls compete. They go after these guys, man. They bake them their favorite dessert. They'll help them study. They'll stop by Starbucks and get them a drink and ask him if he wants something, or just they know what he like and grab it and bring it to him. Like, they be doing that sort of stuff where the sisters don't want to do jack shit for the dude that has the potential to give them the cushy lifestyle that they be sitting up there hearting all the pictures for on IG. It's total nonsense. So, I mean, this obviously isn't my first time talking about this sort of thing. I've talked about it a few different times. I just think that the added element of Dr. Umar talking about this is absolutely hilarious. Again, I don't know what his motive is for why he didn't, flip-flopped on this the way that he has, but if it was to gain some sort of relevance, mission accomplished, because he didn't ruffle feathers of sisters. They now calling him a sellout and a misogynist, all because he dared to hold them accountable about anything. I'm gonna leave it there, man, and get back to walking. It's cold as hell out here, but you wouldn't be able to tell. I'm just having so much fun this morning getting my steps in. I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace.